Hey everybody, it's me. It's the Rusty the Sports Clown show featuring me, Rusty the Sports Clown. Okay, check this out. You know how Hallmark Channel has like all those Christmas specials before Christmas? Well, here at Rusty the Sports Clown, we're having the 4th of July special after the 4th of July. Cool, huh? I hope everyone had a safe and awesome 4th of July and all that cool stuff. All right, that's why I'm still in my, 4th of July stuff. Hey, check out the time. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look how big you've gotten my time. Okay, it says it's time for sports break. Off to the sports break. All right, first up, we have the America's Cup. How many of you remember that? Yeah, New Zealand kicked our butts. That was kind of bad. All right, the Kiwis, that's what they call themselves down in New Zealand for some weird reason. Okay, in the best of 7, or let me fix that, the first to 7, they beat us 7-1. Yeah, how embarrassing. Okay, that means that the next America's Cup is going to be held down under in New Zealand and they're going to have rule changes, okay? Then they go into effect once we get down there. Okay, the new rules are no more catamarans. Yeah, no more, because those things are like amazingly fast and unfair and stuff to some countries. So they're going back to a single-hulled sailing ship. So let's see if like Sweden's skipper can fall overboard again. Can't wait to see it. All right, I have a few sports quotes to add into the show here and there. Okay, today the first is from Pat Williams. Okay, and Pat Williams said, okay, this is very cool. Okay, and this could be said about our America's Cup team. We can't win at home, we can't win on the road, and as general manager, I just can't figure out where else to play. Cool, huh? All right, NFL news. Here we go. It's the calm before the storm. Only about a month now until training camps and preseason start. I can't wait. I'm getting so excited. And as Bill Shankly said, some people believe football is a matter of life and death. Yeah, I'm very disappointed with that attitude, he said. I can assure you, it's much, much more important than that. Yeah. Okay, remember last week I mentioned my friend Renee? She was all upset because I didn't mention that team from Pittsburgh enough, the people that steal a lot or something like that, whoever they are. Okay, she said something about, it's all about rings. Who's got more rings? Well, let's see. All I know is that the last ring the Cowboys won, who did they beat? Oh, yeah, the Steelers. Yeah, go Cowboys. All right, moving on. Major League Baseball. Check this out. Home runs are flying out of the park at a higher rate than ever. I know, they must be juiced baseballs or, put them on steroids or something. June of 2017, that's the month it just ended, because we're in July. June just ended. Okay. June saw the most home runs ever hit over the course of a month, with 1,101 hit in 408 games played. I know, that's almost 3 per game. Not 1, not 2, but 3. 3. Yeah, a lot. All right, let's see. And other news, the Astros, they're only like 14 or 15 games in front of the rest of the AL West. Yeah, but we don't care about that. As Yogi Berra is quoted, baseball is 90% mental. Yeah, the other half is physical. He also said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. That guy was very smart. All right, NBA news. All right, other than Stephen A. Smith and like a bazillion New Yorkers, who else cares about the New York Knicks? Yeah, no one. So we're not going to waste our time with, that Phil Jackson fiasco. Or are we? Nah, we won't. Okay. Former Lobo Tony Snell. He's going to get $44 million over 4 years in a deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. Awesome. Good job. Okay. Steph Curry, meanwhile, he is only getting $201 million over 5 years with the Golden State Warriors. Oh my gosh. And Blake Griffin, he's going to get $175 million from the Clippers. Where does all this money come from? I don't need that much. I'm not greedy. $500,000 would be good. That athletic director's job, that's still open. I'm still running. Vote for me. That pays like $400,000. I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. Okay, PGA news. That's like golf. All right, here's what happens. At the Quicken Loans National, former Lobo, David Lingworth, okay, he led after 3 rounds. And another former Lobo, Spencer Levine, he was in 3rd. Unfortunately, they played 4 rounds. And both finished in a tie for 5th. Yeah, sadness. As Martina Navratilova was quoted, whoever said it's not whether you win or lose that counts, yeah, they probably lost. Okay, here is something very cool. This is called Kabaddi. How many of you heard of this? Not many here, but it's the most popular sport you've never seen. Over 1 billion people watched this sport this past year. 1 billion, that's with a B. Or, okay, B. Yeah, so you can see it too. All right. They watched this in India and Southeast Asia. It's a strange game that was played in dirt lots in most of like rural India when someone decided to start a pro league. Okay, they started it in 2012. Now it's played indoors on padded courts. Okay, it's kind of a mix of tag and capture the flag. There are 7 people on each team, and they play 2 20-minute halves. That doesn't seem like very long, but that's how long they play. All right, players from each team take turns running across the center line to the other team's side. Okay, here's what they have to do. Once they get to the other side, the other half of the court, they have to tag as many members of the other team as they possibly can and then get back to their side. Okay, that's how they get points. Now the weird part. Okay, the Raiders, those are the guys that are running across into enemy territory to tag people. They have to do it while holding their breath. So as they cross the center line, they have to take a deep breath and they have to start chanting kabaddi, kabaddi, kabaddi. And kind of like, kabaddi, kabaddi, kabaddi. Okay, they do that until they run out of breath. Now then, their turn as part of this raid, their turn ends when they either take a breath or when they get tackled by the other team. It's weird. Okay, the other team, against the raid, they're called the anti-raiders. Very original. Some people call them defenders, but in India they're known as antis. Okay, very creative. All right, they keep the other team, they have to keep from being tagged, by like doing weird stuff like this and tricking and stuff like that, juking. Okay, and if they do get touched or tagged, they have to tackle or hold the other guy until he takes a breath. Then it's over, and then it's their turn to raid. Craziness. Okay, they've held world championships the last 3 years, with India winning all 3. The last one they beat Iran. Now, they were both favorites, so Iran must be really good. Okay, someone from the U.S. was in India prior to the World Championships, and they decided that, if England and Australia were competing, what the heck, we should have a team also. So he came back to South Florida and put together a team. They had 30 days to learn the rules and practice. When they got off the plane in India, man, everybody wanted their picture because they saw all these very athletic black men with dreadlocks, and they go, God, those guys are cool looking, let's get their picture. Then they started playing. They got embarrassed, 42-12, 72-19, 52-14. Okay, maybe 30 days wasn't enough. I don't know what to do. All right, yeah, they looked very impressive, but they weren't. All right, it's a weird game. I know, strangeness. So, I'm kind of guessing that maybe Santa Fe is going to start a league because, Santa Fe is the city weird. No, city different. Yeah, they're the city something or other. All right, what do we have coming up? Coming up, we've got really cool stuff. Our amazing crew, because it's 4th of July and everything, they are going to go to Balloon Fiesta Park. And what happens there? Our Freedom 4th! I know! It's going to be very cool. So, on behalf of the sound guy, Mr. Fletcher, on behalf of my production person who runs like everything in the whole wide world, CJ, and on behalf of Carlton, and on behalf of Diana, this is amazing. I just want to wish everyone a happy 4th. Hope you guys had a great time. And we're going to go away. Then we're going to come back. We're going to see fireworks. Boom, 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 boom. And hope nobody loses a finger and stuff. So, pay attention. Come right back. It's going to be cool. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye, guys.
Hoops New Mexico basketball courts is coming to Albuquerque soon. 10 full basketball courts and a whole lot more. For more information, contact Dan Serrano at hoopsnm@aybl.com.
Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Sure, You could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. So maintaining this old car is your best option. Keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Don't forget, every Proview Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
Back. Another fabulous photo here from Kelly Schroeder. Now we are off to Balloon Fiesta Park, where Diana Buttons is going to have an amazing interview for us. See you in a minute. Bye.
Thanks, Rusty. Now, I know your thing is a sports break, but today we're going to take a break from sports because I am over here in northern Albuquerque at the Balloon Fiesta Park for the Freedom Force celebration. I'm so excited. You keep sending me to such cool assignments. I'm totally stoked. But to change it up, instead of talking to a bunch of people about sports stuff, let's go ahead and talk to them about what the 4th of July means to them. And maybe sneak in a little bit of trivia in the middle of all that. Come on, let's go find some people. And I am here with
Andy.
Joel.
I'm JD.
James.
Donald.
And Robert.
Mariah.
Chris.
Jerry. Adele. Monica.
Gabby.
and
Jack.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions in regards to 4th of July trivia. You ready for it?
Sure, let's go.
All right, okay. So now, what is the 4th of July? What are we actually celebrating today?
Freedom.
We're celebrating the birth of America.
The independence of America. It's also the day we won our independence from Britain.
I'm just here to play games.
Celebrating the day we won independence from Britain.
Our Independence Day. The 4th of July is Tuesday.
Fireworks, burgers, hot dogs. It's America's independence.
Freedom, freedom. Freedom, freedom from who?
From life.
France. Trump.
It would be from England. England, that's where we're doing it from. Here's a tough one. How old is America?
10,000 BC.
105.
300.
Over 100.
341.
No.
250.
315 years old.
100-something years old.
That's easy. It's 2017 years old.
241 years old.
I'm going to go with 27.
Answer, 241 years. Who has the largest signature on the Declaration of Independence?
Washington.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
John Hancock.
George Washington.
George Washington.
Jefferson. Trump. Washington.
I'm sure Trump would want the largest signature because it'd be so huge.
John Hancock.
John Hancock.
It is John Hancock, you're correct. Who was president when the Declaration of Independence was signed?
Oh, is this an immigration? Is this immigration stuff?
It's not immigration.
George Washington.
George Jefferson.
George Washington.
There was no president yet.
Abraham Lincoln.
I do not know.
George Washington.
John Adams.
Incorrect. The U.S. wasn't a country yet, so that's a trick question. Bam.
Oh.
Any idea who the largest buyer of fireworks is in this country?
ISIS.
Black Cats.
I gotta say Disney.
Mexicans.
Gemini.
Maybe the U.S. government or Disney.
White people.
The Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta.
Albuquerque Isotopes.
The answer would be Disney. Disney. Do you know what the main ingredient in fireworks is?
Powder.
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Fire.
Fire. Well, I definitely would have to say that has to be part of it.
Phosphorus.
Gunpowder.
I'm going to say gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Cannabis.
Flour.
None of you of fireworks.
No.
Do you know where it originated from?
From the Civil War.
China. China.
Germany.
The mountains.
It was actually China.
China. China, yeah.
So do you guys know who the host is of our show? It is not me. I'm just a mere correspondent. It is actually Rusty the Sports Clown. You guys know of him? He's very famous.
Rusty the Sports Clown.
This is what all these years of journalism got me. No, on a serious note, because everything is just political these days. Are you worried about Russia hacking this 4th of July celebration today?
Oh, yeah.
No, not worried at all.
No, not really.
This is a fake news question.
The 4th of July, no, but every election, yes.
But it was so huge, though.
No, I believe in a higher power that's going to protect us.
And lastly, what does the 4th of July mean to you?
It means family, friends, freedom.
Freedom.
Having fun and eating a lot of food. Fireworks.
That's right.
It's a day that I get paid to not be at work. It's great.
Opportunity to be with You know, family and friends.
Yeah, no, freedom. I mean, it's good to be free, especially for me personally. It's good.
It means that we get to celebrate our freedom from Britain.
I like it. I like it. You know what? Come here.
Means family and celebrating freedom and just having a good time.
All that good stuff. Everything that matters. I totally agree with you. I think that's a great assessment. You know what? Thank you very much for your time. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Enjoy the night. Enjoy the fireworks, and I hope you guys have a great time, okay? Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. You guys were a lot of fun. You guys enjoy your night. Have a great time, okay? Thank you very much.
What do I get?
A high five? A crisp high five. All right. Okay, you got me. Come here. Bring it in. All right, let's go ahead and check out what else we could find out here. Well, as you can see, the party's already started, and I don't want to miss any more of these festivities. But before we sit back and relax, I want to go ahead and thank Eric Werner, who is the Special Events Coordinator for the City of Albuquerque, for letting us come out here and film. Not to mention the City of Albuquerque themselves for putting on such a cool event. And then, of course, all the cool people that we got to interview today, because they were just so much fun. I'm Diana Butterscotch. I'm signing off today. Rusty, I'll see you back in the studio. And, you know, I'm going to get myself a turkey leg. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.
Hey, how about those fireworks? Weren't those awesome? All right, I'm going to invite Diana in so, you know, we can hear a little bit more about it. Come on in. And unlike that other, you know, Carlton guy, she gets to sit in the chair.
Yes. Thank you, Rusty. As always, you're such a gentleman.
Well,
I really don't know why Carlton says the things he says about
I
you.
know, you're like number one and he's like number two. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from.
Well, let's talk about the event. So there was anywhere from 60 to 80,000 people in attendance in last year's event, and this year's event definitely was bigger. It just seemed as though there's a whole lot more people over there than there was last year. So.
Oh, very cool. But they don't have the tallies in yet.
No,
to know
nothing
for
yet.
sure.
Nothing yet. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And the fireworks? How long did that go? That was like totally awesome.
It went for about 30 minutes. So it was quite spectacular too. I mean, just it ended in a giant crescendo with a big boom, 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 boom. It was really loud and really eye-catching, and it was vivid and it was beautiful.
And then when it was over, they said, "Just go." Didn't they?
Not quite. Maybe when they told us to stop filming and
they
where
said,
we were
you
filming.
can leave now?
Yeah, they said you're done.
Okay, all right. So, okay, Clint Black. I mean,
Yeah.
was that guy awesome and amazing?
I don't know. I heard him singing about a truck that was broken down and his dog running away with his wife or something, but I guess he was okay. He had a nice shiny guitar.
Shiny guitars, that's important. Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's why they hired him.
Shiny guitars? Oh my God.
So,
They hired him because he had a shiny guitar.
yeah, but it was a lot of fun, Rusty, and thank you so much for sending us to such a cool event. I
No
had
problem.
a great time.
4th of July, it's one of my favorite things because I like being dressed up for that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. Stay tuned because coming up next, right after this, we're going to have the prognostication segment. Guess who's back? Don't tell. But it's
back?
Carlton Buttons. I know, it's going to be so much fun.
OMG.
Yeah, So see you in a minute. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at Proview Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him, and follow his teachings. Hashtag life change will occur.
The Barley Room, a proud sponsor of Proview Networks for over 9 years, is pleased to introduce Black Iron Catering. From weddings and family reunions to birthdays and office parties, Black Iron Catering is perfect for any event. Contact Jamie at 505-459-8259 and book your event today. Black Iron Catering. Let us bring our kitchen to you.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the break. I know, pretty cool stuff going on during that break. Yep. Okay, well now it's our prognostication segment. And guess what we got coming back? That guy we put on a bus a couple weeks ago that we haven't heard from. That Carlton Buttons guy. I don't know where he went. Hey Carlton, come on in. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Rusty?
Well, you seem like you're not in a very good mood. I mean, we sent you to Carlsbad and, to interview that Rogers kid, and then we never heard from you. What's up?
His name is Trevor Rogers. He got drafted 13th by the Miami Marlins. And no, we didn't get to talk to him, so you sent me on this wild goose chase. Thanks a lot, Rusty.
Why didn't we get to talk to him? Doesn't he know, you're from Rusty the Sports Clown, very famous.
Apparently, we're really not that famous, or you're not that famous. Anyway, he was already in Miami by the time I got there, so thanks a lot.
Oh, man. Well, you've been gone for 2 weeks. What did you do?
You put me on the wrong bus. I ended up in El Paso, somehow wandered across the border into Juarez, and got arrested. They're calling me Senor Botones.
Oh my gosh, that doesn't sound very good. Didn't you tell him you're with the Rusty the Sports Clown show?
Yeah, didn't work. They don't even know who you are. I thought you were famous, Rusty.
I am. I'm the most famous payaso in Mexico.
Oh, and another thing, Rusty. I'm gone for 2 weeks. Who is this Diana broad you brought in?
She's awesome, isn't she?
You replaced me. I was gone just 2 weeks. I'm already replaced.
Well, you can come back.
Well, what do you think I'm doing here? I still need a paycheck. Measly peanuts you pay me. Anyway, prognostication. Let's do it.
Wow. This is like, isn't this good? Yes. I'm smiling. We're going to move on. We're going to start with Isotopes. That's the Albuquerque team. They're going to play the Las Vegas 51s. Who do you pick in that one?
Gotta go home team Topes all the time.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Isotopes also because, Isotopes, like the biggest one is like uranium-235 or something, which is a whole lot more than 51. So go Topes. They got to win. Major League Baseball, do you know much about that?
I know enough about it that Trevor Rogers got drafted 13th by the Marlins, and I never got to speak to him.
Well, we're not going to talk about the Marlins. We've got the Texas Rangers versus the LA Angels. Now, currently, the Los Angeles Angels are 14.5 games back of Houston. Texas is 15 games back. Who do you pick in this one?
I'm not for either of those teams. When I got stuck in El Paso, there was a lot of Astros fans there, and I hope Houston just blows out both of these teams.
So, I'm picking the Rangers. He's not picking anybody. Yeah, we're going to move on to Australian football. We have the number 10 ranked Western Bulldogs versus the number 2 Adelaide Crows. What do you think?
I guess the Adelaide Crows. I don't know too much about Australian football. What is it, like rugby?
Okay, it's a cross between like rugby and soccer. It's amazing. It's awesome. And why do we want Adelaide to win? Do you even know that?
I don't know that.
Because our former famous Lobo is playing for him. You got to know these things. Come on, pay attention to the show. Do you even watch our show?
You just send me on these wild goose chases all
Okay, moving on. So we've got the Canadian Football League. We have the Calgary Stampeders versus the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Now, currently, Winnipeg is 1-0. We're still in preseason. Calgary is 1-0-1. What do you think? You know Canadian football, right?
Yeah, definitely. Go Calgary.
Really?
Yeah.
You like the Stampeders?
Yeah, Stampeders.
No, I think he's totally wrong on that one. Blue Bombers all the way. I watched them play before, and they wear blue and stuff, and they're good.
I saw some bull stampede when I was stuck in Mexico. That was pretty crazy.
Why were we in Mexico again? Yeah, never mind. Okay, moving on. Soccer. Do you know anything about soccer? That's that thing that they do with their feet. I heard they do that in Mexico. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, in the streets, when I was in the jail, they had made a little soccer ball out of like pillows or something. Pretty interesting.
At least it wasn't a skull. That's better. Okay, we have FC Boulder. That's up in Colorado. They're going to play the Albuquerque Soul. I'm going to pick Albuquerque. I don't know who you're picking. Who do you think?
I'll pick Albuquerque as well, just because.
Hometown guys. I like that. Hometown all the way. All right, now we're going to talk something we don't talk about very much. PGA golf. Okay, this is the Greenbrier Open Invitational, whatever it's called, coming up this weekend. It's held in some bizarre place like, I don't know, White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. I've never been there. Have you been there?
No, but if you want to put me on a bus and have me talk to some non-existent person, I'd be happy to go.
I could do that. I could totally do that. So if we put you on a bus now, you'd probably get there after the event. So you'd have to like hang out for a year. Could you do that?
Sure, why not, Rusty? Anything for you.
Sweet. I have nothing but the best here. This is awesome. All right, we're going to talk about, who are we going to talk about? Bubba Watson and Phil Mickelson. Now then, we're not predicting whether either one of them is going to win. We're just going to prognosticate who's going to finish higher.
Well, I think Phil Mickelson will probably finish higher. He's been having, I really like him. He's been having a great career. But he did miss the, what was it, the U.S. Open? Because he was attending his daughter's graduation, so he might be a little rusty. Rusty.
Ah, very cool. Okay, now then, that's actually pretty good. That's a good choice. Bubba Watson, the reason I picked these two guys, why? They're both left-handed. Very rare in professional golf, very rare. Now, Bubba Watson, he hits the ball a lot farther than most people, but Phil Mickelson has a much better short game. So, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. I mean, both of them have won majors. Both of them have won many tournaments, and, you know, they both made a lot of money, so I think I'm going to have to be different than you and go with Bubba. Just because, you know, they're in West Virginia, and, you know, there's backwater people there, and Bubba's always do much better in backwater places, don't they?
What a serious case of profiling there, Rusty.
Kind of like Batones in Mexico.
Well, you know, Phil Mickelson isn't really left-handed. He just golfs left, but he's right-handed. Did you know that?
I did not.
Something else I bring
Such
to this
information that this
stellar
guy
show.
brings to this amazing production. All right, so let's see. We have our picks in. You know, he's picked with me on some of them, against me on others, because he's just weird that way. And I'm going to put him on a bus so that he can sit around for a year and wait for the next Greenbrier. It's going to be very cool. Now, on behalf of the Rusty the Sports Clown Show, I want to thank everybody, because this is totally amazing. I want to thank everybody for a wonderful year that we've been having. I want everybody to come out and be part of our 4th of July celebration. So, my crew, here we go. We have my sound guy. Come on in, sound guy.
I found the bat.
Very cool. Okay, what's your name, sound guy?
I'm the sound guy.
Very cool, sound guy. We have Carlton Buttons. We have Miss Diana. Come on in, Miss Diana. Okay, you might want to stay away from him because, you know, he's having, you know, issues with...
I was supposed to have that bat signed, by the way.
By who?
By Trevor Rogers.
Oh, yeah, that guy sent you to see.
So nice to see you again.
Hey.
Nice to see you, Diana.
You guys just met?
No, I have to go with them to I'm his understudy, remember?
She's been getting all the good stories since
Yeah.
I've been gone.
Since when he's not
I know,
here.
Little League, kickball, those are great stuff.
Those are great stories.
They are,
Thank you so
they
much
are.
for sending me.
All right, well, on behalf of everybody here at Rusty the Sports Clown Show, hope you had a great 4th of July. Hope you have a great year coming up. And, as I always like to say, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us to a Lobos game, wherever you want to follow us to. And if there's a meet, a game, an event, whatever, fireworks, or if there's something going on in Mexico that he could go to, because he's very famous down there. What do we like to say? Just go! Bye, everybody.